kick it off and get this game underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Oklahoma's offense will have the football first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Makes a connection. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's right. After the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Temple Owls offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week.
Wide open spaces. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Simon. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Temple lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's Sategna. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This one's complete.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Finds the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Scrambling away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Sooners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Buys a little extra time. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick down here on the goal-to-go situation. They break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Trying to barrel in. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Simon. On the run, fires downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Temple lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Sategna. Knocked off his feet. They have it at the 43. Third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. On the ground, it's Ott. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that run the football, be physical. It all started there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Touchdown Sooners! Fitted in the window for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's...
Hey, pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got some room to run, and he's going to score on the interception. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Using his feet to buy time. The short hands, it's Thomas. It's a seam wide open. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? They're going to stop him short. And, man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Simon. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Temple lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work, fourth time he's punted tonight. On his way from around the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Kick is short, and he's going to try to make something happen. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Philly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Simon. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, running back gets to give. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Owls come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Burks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He lets one fly deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
This is a great play by the defensive back. And I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's called it.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking left. A strike downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
And this offense, man, it's just been a struggle. Everything's been hard so far through the air, and they can't get the passing game going. Something has to bust loose. They got to get something going to create some momentum and some kind of urgency in this offense.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off.
Turning on the Jets. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Using his legs, it's up. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by himself. That's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it in the middle. It's Clark. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before. And it'll be first down.
Okay, ready?
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Owls can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Simon. Here comes the heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And the Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback running on the draw.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
That is a big win for this. Defenses, they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Rushes on him. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the fourth. Stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your play, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop you. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
He's in open space downfield. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Temple lines up quickly.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a first down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, it's Simon. Grab near the marker, it's Hardy. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
42 Spider.
From the gun, give on the inside. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. Pressure coming. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for space, it's Ott. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Still on his feet at the 40. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Tucker. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And the Sooners want to move quickly. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Tucker. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw on 3rd. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Unleashes it on the run. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get...
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.